What's up, everybody? It's Lea'Maeri, marketing and media, and today we got some great tips for your business, how to elevate your business with this really crucial step that I think a lot of people are not using.
Yes, that is UGC, also known as user-generated content. This is where you are able to create a hashtag for your brand that people can identify your brand with, and you're encouraging them to use the hashtag on social media to increase brand awareness.
Hi, Gemini.
Hi there. What can I help you with?
I was just wondering, can you tell me the definition of user-generated content?
Sure. User-generated content is basically any type of content. Think videos, photos, reviews, or even just comments that's created by everyday people rather than brands. It's like when you see someone post a picture of their new shoes on Instagram and tag the brand. That's user-generated content.
Yeah, Gemini was right. That's a great example of what user-generated content is. The nice thing also about user-generated content, that it's free. There's nothing that you need to do but to make sure that the hashtag that you use identifies with your brand. So you want to make sure it's unique. You don't want something that's too long. It's just something that your customers will remember. And also tagging. What is another thing that Gemini mentioned is tagging, which is basically whatever your profile name is on your social, so you would see their post. Otherwise, if people just put a hashtag, it's a possibility that you may not see it. So when you tag, a customer tags the brand or company that they like, that's an opportunity where they may be able to see it, and then the brand could repost it.
That's so true. And one of the brands and examples that Lea'Maeri was showing me before this video that we want to show you is Maurice's. Now, Maurice's is a women's clothing store ranging from younger kids all the way to elderly adults. So if you just type in maurices.com, go to there, and if we scroll down a little bit, we will see lots of 30% off stuff, which is nice. But if we scroll down, we will see looks you're loving. And that is, you can tell these are different photos than these like professional model photos. So these are actually, like Gemini was saying, like we were saying, these are actually real people like me and you taking photos of their new Maurice's outfits and posting them on their social media using the hashtag discover Maurice's. And also before that is the @Maurice's, which is just their Instagram name. If you were looking them up, it would come up as @Maurice's. So when people are doing user generated content, they're using these two things. They're using the hashtag that we're finding the user generated content, and then they're also tagging the store or tagging whatever brand they're working with.
Absolutely. Maurice's is a great example of engaging with their audience, and it's great that Maurice's does their thing with their model photos and the professional photos, but it's also great to make sure that they are incorporating what their fans are loving and just getting feedback from their fans. So user-generated content really can show you what to continue to do right that your customers are loving, and then there may be some people in there that are sharing user-generated content of maybe things they don't like, or maybe things that they would like to see you improve. So even checking user-generated content for that feedback will help you to streamline your business and make better business decisions that your customers will like.
Yeah, that is so true. And then like Lea'Maeri was saying, you're seeing the clothing they're posting or the food they're posting, and if they like more of that, okay, let's try to market this product more because we're seeing that a lot of people like it. So that probably means a lot of other people are gonna like it who don't know the product. So that's something that you can be sure on the lookout, is analyzing what posts they're making, what clothing they're wearing, what food they're buying. Again, like she said, help your business on what you're selling in your products. Another thing on why this is so good is it's getting the customers involved in just purchasing and that's it. It's actually getting them involved in their social media, their following, whoever's following them, and bringing that audience into your business, into your pages.
Social engagement.
Social engagement, exactly. So we see looks you're loving, very simple. We know, okay, these are real people. Wear it and share it, simple. And then their hashtag @Maurice's, and then see more. This page talks about everything on how you do your user-generated content for Maurice's. Another thing that really stood out to me is want tips and tricks to get featured. Who doesn't want to get featured? I'm sure a lot of these people would definitely love to be featured on this big platform that Maurice's has. Because a lot of times these people are content creators who are trying to grow their platform as well. So this is helping them and they're helping you at the same time. So it's a really nice partnership. It's a really nice win-and-win situation. So nobody's not benefiting from this.
Absolutely. And then again, the tag for Maurice's is @Maurice's and the hashtag is Discover Maurice's.
Exactly. So a hashtag that probably wouldn't work really well is #Maurice's. That's so vague. That's gonna have a lot of content that's not necessarily for the UGC. So using these really unique but recognizable hashtags are really good, and that allows you to see that this is actually like somebody made this content purposeful for this hashtag that they know is gonna be user generated content.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I would say don't be afraid to use acronyms too in your hashtag as well, but just making sure that it identifies your brand and trying to make sure that you're not having a hashtag that might be associated with another brand. You can't help everything. There's probably other clothing companies with Maurice's, but you can always just do your best.
And also don't forget to start reposting this content that these people are actually making, because they are taking the time out to bring awareness to your brand. But that is something very big. So don't forget to repost these things. Go in their comment section and repost on your story, repost on your feed. Our advice to you guys too as well is to don't be afraid to ask people to use the social media and post your food, post your clothing, and we'll repost it on our pages. Again, this is a win-and-win situation. So don't be afraid to take that extra step and asking people to do stuff like that. And it makes it fun for the consumer as well. If I walked into a restaurant and I got something and they're like, hey, like, snap a cool photo of your food and we'll repost it on our Instagram, I would be like, okay, I'm doing that. Like, and people just like to be recognized like that, even if I wasn't like a content creator or whatnot. Oh, this brand like actually reposted me. So don't be afraid to take that extra step. So this is all stuff you can keep on your website and post these pictures.
Yeah, Daisha, great tip again that Maurice is using their user-generated content on their website as well as their social media. So this was a great video. If you want more content, more marketing tips, more media tips, you can follow this channel. And if you have any questions, want to collaborate, or if you need help as your business with your marketing and media needs, you can email us, lea'maeribusiness@gmail.com, LEAMAERI business@gmail.com. We hope you guys have a great day.